Hey guys. So it's been a while, hasn't it? Well, it's because school and all kinds of other stuff. But I have been working on things on the side, quite slowly, but I have. So I just want to show some of those things. So let's see, can I reach them? There you go. Pull a couple of guys out. Let's see. There you go. All right. So let's start out with the elephant. Personal favorite. I'm actually selling this guy right now. Again, on eBay if you're interested. Um, but this is the Hail Caesar Macedonian uh, successor elephant. It's a cataphract, I believe, as it is armed. Has a red, as an Indian mahout driving it, which they painted it as a Macedonian, but he would have been Indian. They were known as the best, so they hired them. Carthaginians used Indian mahouts, even though they had African elephants. Quite interesting. But yeah, there you go. We have the crew who are not glued down because how would I ship them if they were? Because look at these pikes. But I'm pretty happy with them. Not definitely not my best paint job on these guys. They were just a nightmare to paint because I had to glue them onto my handle because they didn't come with bases, so I couldn't just sticky tack them. But I think they turned out fine, and they look great on top of their little uh, carriage. The tail I had to actually sculpt out of green stuff because it broke off. I don't know where it is. This model's about 3 years old for me. Um, it was like one of the first Hail Caesar models I had tried to paint. Um, that was like 3 to 4 years ago, actually, not two. And here he is. His name's Gilbert. I'm thinking of running that down on the bottom, but I don't know. I don't want to ruin the base room. Let's see. There you go. He's got a happy face while he's killing a bunch of Romans. These are just gonna be decals if I do sell them, but I don't know because I don't have any decals and I just decided to do some freehand. But yeah, they had variety of helmets: white, red, and bronze, which is what they're wearing right now. He has a red carapace, or what is it called? I don't know. The things they wear. So yeah, that's it. That's Gilbert. Great companion. So let's continue. If you're interested in seeing him some more, I'll make a couple more videos. Here's what's her name from the Hot and Dangerous Wargamer series. Oh, I can't read the cursive. Olenka, or is it? Sorry, Oilika. I don't know, but yeah. I got the 28 millimeter. If you ever do want to paint this just for fun, get the 54 millimeter. 20 millimeters, they're not very well sculpted. That's not their fault. It's just because they have to scale it down from what they sculpted in, which means all our details are lost and they don't look as good. But yeah, I used her as an opportunity to learn non-metallic metal, which I'm actually quite happy with. Let's see. There you go. Again, it's always this focus. Let's just move down the lights. You can see her. There you go. More or less. There. So see, just some non-metallic metal. If anyone is interested in how, I don't really want to make a tutorial because I'm not the best, but if you're interested in what colors I used London Gray, or whatever the colors from Citadel. All of this is on the web palette because it just makes it more smooth that you can do it whatever. Blacks, of course. So what you want with the non-metallic metal is you want the dark, as much black in the like where you would normally have recesses, have the darkest color, and wherever you would have just like highlights, have the lightest, and try to avoid painting it with midtones. See, basically, where you would just have like a midtone color in the recesses, I had to put a black because metal just reflects everything. And while the helmet isn't my best work, and I still don't know how to play around armor, but quite happy with the back, as you can tell. I had to dot it on very lightly. Try to use as little white and gray, like medium gray as possible. Try to use as much black and white. So put them on the very edges to make it the most like thing that pops. I suggest using reference images. I used this actually because I was too lazy to pull it up. As you can see, there's like light on the very corners, and on her arm there's light only on several areas. Ah, bugger. There you go. Yeah. If you're actually curious, if you're also, yeah, so I used this game. Oh, dropped her. Let's get the colors in. So I used cold white, black, of course, the London gray, because this is like a really good gray, because this is the only gray. I try to use its little midtones, and this to prep for painting white. It's amazing. This is my favorite gray, light gray of all time. Been using it for like a year almost. Best paint. Well, that hell makes the best grays in my personal opinion. Yeah, and also if you ever wanna try getting started, get Reaper Bones. What are they called? MSP Bones paint series. They make the best matte paints. They're already like watered down. It's amazing. So let's move on before I start rambling, and let's get on to sick. Alright. My personal work and hate, basically, because I've been painting for so long, I just hate it, and it messed up is metal. But this is like a Goblin King of Age of Sigmar. Again, don't play it. Just got him because he looked cool. Because I used to watch a show from Sweden. It's called Bamse. I'm sure no one will get this reference, but basically he's a bear that drinks honey and then becomes super strong. But basically his friends got captured by this king who looked exactly like this and had mushrooms all over him. That's what I kind of try to paint him after. He's got two squigs, I believe, on the back, which I just painted several shades of red. The yellow was, I tried to make this yellow banana thing, or this moon thing, like shine off this and give a glow effect to these mushrooms on up here, but it didn't look that good. Like, yeah. I misinterpreted where the light would go, and I kind of messed it up, but he's okay. Let me zoom in just a sec. Yeah, if you use like one hand, it's really weird. There you go. Yeah, he was hard to paint, but I think he turned out fine. Probably will sell him if I feel like it. But yeah. Oh yeah, and my final guy is this bad boy. He's a ogre tyrant or something. Not very unhappy with his paint job. He looks fine, but I was trying to do non-metallic metal, and he has so much metal, I just gave up, which is my fault for underestimating that. But he looks fine. He looks pretty good, I'd say. Definitely worth selling. Still, I like him quite a lot, but just not proud of my work because I failed to do what I learned, and then I managed to practice with the Winged Tazar, which I just showed you. Yeah, he looks fine. He's pretty cute, I guess. I don't know what to say, but again, yeah, selling on eBay for Age of Sigmar. Oh, of course. Just quickly, I don't really need to showcase this, but I'm working on another unit of British infantry. It's just a simple unit. I think they look pretty good. I don't know, something with Warlord games and historicals. If you can paint to like a medium level, they always look amazing. It's something with Warlord games. They just always look good if you know how to paint with like only 3 layers. If you know how to do more than just a wash. It's weird. I don't know, because Warhammer and all the other types of companies, they look really bad. They look like you don't know what you're doing. But I don't know. It's interesting. Well, thank you for listening to my ramble. If you're still here, thank you. Consider subscribing. If you're not, I guess thank you for checking it out anyway. But have a good one, guys. I believe we have a couple holidays coming up, but I don't remember what they are, so I'm not going to mention them. Have a good day.